Hi everybody, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts. This is a Q&A episode, and so we should actually get right to it, shall we? And so Luke'Zilla, you actually got some fine questions here for me. And so let's see, let's actually start with this one. Who is bigger, Tyrannititan or Mopusaurus? It's Mopusaurus. Mopusaurus is way bigger. I think it's like 10 feet longer, and also the height would actually be, I think, like maybe at least like a half a foot or otherwise a foot taller, and the weight would actually be, I think, like maybe a ton more than Tyrannititan. Tyrannititan can actually just be between 35 and 40 feet long, whereas Mopusaurus is between 40 and 45 feet long, and so that's the answer to that question. And so some of your five questions. Who would win, Baryonyx or Megaraptor? That one's a toss-up. I would probably lean a little bit more towards Megaraptor because it's actually got a jaw structure that is probably going to be designed to actually have a much better bite than Baryonyx, because Baryonyx with that elongated snout would not actually have a very powerful bite. It would actually just be more likely to hang on to the Megaraptor as much as possible and use its claws to actually do a lot of damage, whereas Megaraptor can use its teeth to actually do some pretty nasty damage. And I mean, of course, it's also got that big thumb claw that actually has to, do pretty good damage to its prey. In Siberian Tiger versus Yutyraptor, give me the Siberian Tiger because the Siberian Tiger, it's a mammal, and mammals would actually have that basically a cat, and cats are very quick, agile, and also they're able to actually get to the weaknesses of certain animals. I mean, Yutyraptor, I would give it a lot of credit for. I would give it like for weaponry, but in terms of like who would win based on its abilities, I would go with the Siberian Tiger. And you asked me this one: Are you more of a Giganotosaurus fan, or are you more of a Spinosaurus fan? And maybe videos too. With with Giganotosaurus or Spinosaurus, I mean, I don't mind either of them. It's just that I'm more of a T-Rex guy. I'm more of a T-Rex guy. But if I had to choose which one I actually would prefer more, um, I would say I'm a little bit more towards Giganotosaurus, a little bit more because it's actually a very magnificent theropod. It's the largest of the Carcharodontosaurs, and I just love the skull of that thing. I mean, I'm not dismissing Spinosaurus whatsoever. I think it actually has some pretty unique qualities for itself. Like it's got that big sail on its back. It got the elongated crocodilian-like skull. It's got those big claws on its hands, and now it's got like a paddle for a tail. And I think that's actually pretty neat. Is that Spinosaurus keeps getting weirder and weirder as more discoveries are being made about it, but I like both of them. It's just that I like both of them. I kind of do like Giganotosaurus more than Spinosaurus, but I really don't pick favorites that much, and so that's why I actually would say that I like both of them. And so Patrick, Facebook question. Which species of sauropod was the most intelligent based on brain size? That I do not know. We can't really determine intelligence just based on brain size alone, because it's really difficult for that, because sometimes intelligence can go either way. The thing is with sauropods, their brains are really small compared to their body size, so I would not suspect that they're actually the brightest of beasts, because you actually see is that they're designed just to actually have a social structure in terms of living in a herd that doesn't require that much intelligence whatsoever. It's just mainly to actually have like a defense against predators, but also size is also a good defense for against predators. But also, its main design, it's how it's going to be behaving would actually just be is eat, find water, look for more food, find a mate, reproduce, lay eggs, and continue on to do the same things that it has done over and over and over again. And sauropods have been around for a long time in the Mesozoic era, and so the answer to your question, I do not know. And Benjamin from Hong Kong, does Yutyrannus have a strong bite? I'm not totally sure on that. I think there needs to be more studies done on the early Tyrannosaurs in terms of what could actually the bite force actually be. But if I had to guess, I would probably say it's not as strong as like some of the later Tyrannosaurs, like Albertosaurus, Gorgosaurus, Bestiverser, Teratophonius, Tarbosaurus, Zeuxintyrannus, Daspletosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus rex. I do not see them actually having a very strong bite compared to those later Tyrannosaurs, but I'm pretty sure it would still have a strong enough bite to actually cause some nasty wounds on its prey. Does Daspletosaurus have powerful arms? I would probably say it's going to be nearly similar with like Tyrannosaurus rex, Albertosaurus. But Tyrannosaurus rex would have more girth in those arms because it can lift more with its arms. Because Tyrannosaurus rex can actually lift over 400 pounds with one arm and a bicep curl. But if you ask me about like Daspletosaurus, I would probably say maybe 100 pounds less than Tyrannosaurus rex, so probably 300 pounds. That's probably the best estimate for Daspletosaurus to actually lift, which is still pretty strong. That's still pretty strong. But in terms of like other dinosaurs like Acrocanthosaurus, Allosaurus, those types of dinosaurs, I don't see them actually having that type of muscle power as those two dinosaurs I just mentioned. So Daspletosaurus would probably would be able to lift 100 pounds less than Tyrannosaurus rex. Is Stegosaurus the best known of all, or Stegoceras, excuse me, Stegoceras is the best known of all bone-headed dinosaurs? Yes and no. The yes part, it's a very well-studied dinosaur. There's replicas of its skulls, like anywhere that you can find to buy replicas of dinosaur skulls. It's probably one of the favorites for people that are fans of like the Pachycephalosaurs. But and the no part would actually be is that it's a smaller dinosaur. It's probably a little bit more rare in the fossil record compared to, like, say, Pachycephalosaurus. But I mean, Pachycephalosaurs are rare in the fossil record in general. But Pachycephalosaurus is the largest of the Pachycephalosaur family, and it's the most studied. So I would probably say that it's well known, but not as well known as well. So I'll probably say that it's both ways on that. And who would win, Yutyrannus or Albertosaurus? I would take Albertosaurus on that one. Albertosaurus is going to be faster, and also it's going to have the better senses, and also a much more powerful bite than Yutyrannus. And so Yutyrannus, even though it has those really long arms and those pretty good claws on it, I would probably say that Albertosaurus is still going to win out. It's based on speed and also the bite force, because Albertosaurus has still got a strong bite for being a very such slender, large Tyrannosaur. So I would probably say that Albertosaurus would actually win that one. And that's all the questions I got. So if you guys got any questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually post your questions on the comments section. And remember to keep your questions short to the point. And also for you YouTubers out there, feel free to put your questions in the comments section as well. And also like every single video, and also subscribe. And if you're not based on the analytics, a lot of you are actually not subscribed when you're checking out these videos, so feel free to hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell, is that way you can get notified about every single video each week on my YouTube channel. And so that's why I actually do YouTube videos once a week, and so that's why it's a little bit easier for me, because I got to do a bunch of the Facebook Live videos on certain days. And tomorrow I actually have a Facebook Live video talking about my top 10 favorite pterosaurs, and those are my opinion. And so you can check out my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts Designer Chris. You can check out some of those videos that I've done, and also check out Colossal Fossils on the Facebook page and also the website. I'll put the link on the link on the description down below, so you can see Colossal Fossils. We're still not open yet, but we're actually working our way. We're working things out about what we can do to actually continue to educate people and all that sorts of stuff. We're doing like virtual learning, talking about certain topics and all that. But so check that out. And also you can check out Sean, the Mammoth Hunter, on Facebook. Just type in, just search Mammoth Hunter. You can find him. It's pretty easy to find. He's got some cool pictures of stuff that he's made on his own, even clothing that he's made on his own. It's really, really neat stuff. And also, the next video will be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm willing to talk about. And so I'll put a comment on the YouTube and in the comment section of this YouTube video to let you YouTubers know. And on my Facebook page, I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about. And so that way. But anyway, you can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. That's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there. Also, take care of people around you, and also for you younger people out there, to make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. So best motivation you can have for a good education. It's very important to have good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. And since these kinds of times, I would actually say is that we should treat each other with kindness, respect, and dignity. And it doesn't matter what race you are, what ethnicity you are, or what religion you actually worship, or anything like that. We're all human beings, and we all actually deserve all the love that we need. And love beats hate, and we don't need any hate in this time. And that's the one thing I can say about to you guys, is that let's actually give some love. Let's show some respect to people that we've actually care about and know. Even our friends that we love and respect. And you know what? And that's the one thing I can say, is that let's spread some love. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys this Friday on Facebook, and also next week.